Well, good afternoon, gentlemen of the press. I visited the President, His Excellency, President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, on behalf of the people of Southeast of the country. If you recall, a few days ago, we had a meeting of the leadership of Southeast, political and the non-political leaders, in conjunction with the leadership of Ohaneze Ndibo. And among the resolutions from that meeting was to visit Mr. President to support and intervene in our resolve in addressing the issue of insecurity. The southeastern part of the country, of course you are aware, has been bedeviled with this high level of insecurity, ranging from banditry, kidnapping, activities of non-government, to the extent that most of the states, out of the 5 states in southeastern part of the country, a lot of resources has been spent. Community efforts have been invested, yet the problem seems not to be abating. So the leadership of the zone met and agreed that working with the Forum of Governors from Southeast, that we will come to Mr. President to formally request his intervention and additional support from federal government to ensure that there is peace in the southeastern part of the country. The people of Southeast believe in the unity of the country, and as an integral part of the Nigerian project, also needs serious attention in terms of provision of security for our people to go about their businesses. Well, the request I've come here with is to secure an appointment to meet with the President. What we will tell the President when we meet him is still not public to you. We know the problems in the Southeast. We've seen what we have also witnessed for the period under review, and we're only coming to call on the President to address the problem so there will be peace in the Southeast. This is not the first time we are coming to the presidential villa as a group. But under the current administration of President Ahmed Bola Tinubu, that is barely 60 days old, we are also coming to renew the request and to also draw his attention to some peculiarities in the Southeast that will require federal government attention to solve. The situation in the Southeast is not as simple as some people think. There is no government directive for sit at home, neither local government directive, nor any state, nor the zone. But the situation is that because of the indiscriminate killing of people and the high level of insecurity, our people are so afraid to come out, not only because there is any sit-at-home order, but it's perception management that we are trying to do. So there is too much fear into the people that otherwise how can non-state actors give sit-at-home order and it will be obeyed? People are scared. People are afraid because of what they have seen in the past. So, and nobody wants to die, neither me nor anybody. So that is why the moment federal government comes in to step up very high security measures to manage the situation, the sense of security will come back to the citizenry and they will be able to go about their businesses. At the risk of revealing why we are coming, it is also important that I'm not here. Part of the mandate for today is not to come and let you know why we're coming to see the President. But the case of flooding is a general situation in the country. But the Southeast is even worse hit We met only a few days ago with the NIMET and NEMA, and we discussed it. Even at the level of National Economic Council, flooding has been discussed severally. All the rivers in the southeastern part of the country are highly silted up, to the extent that those rivers we used to have a draft of -3 meters datum to 5 meters datum are almost dry, giving way for the water to find where it will settle. In the process, the river has comes out to the town. So, and then the water must have a place to reside. So it is going to be a holistic thing. Some of the preliminary survey we carried out revealed that a huge amount of money will be required. And actually the expenditure may be bigger than what state can afford. At the level of the National Economic Council, a subcommittee has been set up and also is being handled. We are waiting for their report. Probably the next NEC, their report will come out. But some of us, for me, like in Imo State, we are doing some remedial approach to the situation, because I'm tired of every time there is rainy season, I start looking for camp where I will camp my people as refugees. So I have already done a hydrographic survey of all the neighboring rivers and tributaries. So with a view to doing some minor job to deepen the rivers to be able to accommodate rainwater. If you understand the nature of the country, we are running a federation where security is in the exclusive list. So the subnationals have never been empowered under the Constitution to manage security. All we do is complementary contribution by way of gathering intelligence to the federal government, supporting security agencies, sometimes with a local vigilante arrangement, which is a community effort. But security is entirely in the hands of federal government to manage in Nigeria. So you can see again, diplomacy and the foreign policy programs are also in the exclusive list. And we, worried by the level of insecurity in the region and the contributions of some people within and outside the country, federal government still remains the only platform that can address both the foreign and local content contributory to these problems. We have only one united Nigeria, and we are running a federation. Like the other gentleman asked, we have activities at the subnational level, and we have activities at the federal government level. And 1999 Constitution as amended provided and accommodated some issues and projects exclusively for federal government to handle, security being one of them. The second thing is that whereas we as governors are called chief security officers at the subnational level, we rely solely on the security logistics and equipments and services provided by federal government under the doctrine of federation. So we are only federating units. On the other hand, at the subnational level, we don't have the right to choose or reject security measures from federal government, being part of the federal government. So I don't think, this trouble when it started at the initial time, some people decided on their own to politicize it. And in the process, what we got was a cocktail of issues that today is very clear that these issues must be resolved. If we now begin to embark on investigation to find out what happened or what didn't happen, we will further elongate the problems. Federal government has been there. The Nigerian Army has been working. The Nigerian Police has been working. All security agencies have been working collaboratively with the local authority. Because at the end of the day, federal government security officers must also work with local input in terms of local intelligence gathering, community vigilante, and all sorts of things. So it is going to be a collaborative effort. Security vote, I'm not against it, but I don't operate it in Imo State. Again, You should find out from my parliament. I don't operate it in Imo State, but I still think that governors should be given a headroom. Head of government should be allowed a window to have funds they can use to manage security issues. As I speak to you, we are not addressing the problem of insecurity in Imo State through kinetic means alone. We have adopted both kinetic and non-kinetic approach. We also procure intelligence that will help security agencies function effectively and efficiently. So all these are intangible aspects of security control measures. So it is important that governors who have been elected, sworn in to manage the resources and the mandate of the people be given latitude to operate so that they will be able to provide results.